Advantage goes to the power puncher Amir Mansour. And there is Philly's own Joey Dawejko. Working with Buddy McGirt now. You see the beard here on Dawejko has been neatly trimmed. Wasn't the case yesterday. And all week long there has been talk about dealing with it. That's what he looked like yesterday at the weigh-in. But there is a rule when it comes to facial hair in boxing. And the commission put it forth. The commission may prevent any contestant from competing in any match due to the length of facial hair or any other aspect of personal appearance if it presents a hazard to the safety of the contestant or their opponent. And that was the case when it comes to Dawejko as he trimmed it up. And as Buddy McGirt looks on at his charge. He's opposite Amir Mansour with one of the most interesting backstories you will hear. Spent 8.5 years in prison. He was trained in prison by Calvin Davis, who's out and with him now. So little or no amateur experience, but a very late blooming, all action, exciting heavyweight. His only loss is to former IBF champ Steve Cunningham, and he scored 2 knockdowns in that bout. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this one. Teddy has the fight plan.
City of brotherly love with a history for great fighters. And 2 of them tonight that have no love for each other. Their pre-fight trash talking proved that. Let's find out now who's going to deliver on that talk. Mansour, southpaw, big power, against Dawejko. Tough guy, right in front of you, and sometimes very bad habit of covering up, putting those earmuffs on, and laying right in front. Bad thing if he does that. You can get hit with uppercuts, and I've seen him hit with uppercuts. Mansour sees that, blinds him with the jab, bang! Lovely uppercut in the eyes of Mansour and his followers. It's a heart, just in case you didn't know that. All right, now how does Dawejko get some love or deliver some pain? Well, this is a city of left hookers, and I think a left hook might be just what the doctor ordered against Mansour. Mansour, the southpaw, I noticed that he's got a habit of laying his head over on his left side with his right hand low, open for a left hook. But how do you get him over there? Well, usually against southpaws, you're looking for right hands. They get hit with right hands. He's going to expect the right hand. He's never going to expect the left hook. And he's going to expect the looping right hand because that's what Dawejko does. So, decoy him. Show him the right hand. Bang! Hit him with that left hook. Love that left hook.
In a town that has loved left hooks for a long time.
An incredible record of 21 wins, only 1 defeat, 16 wins by way of knockout. Originally from Penns Grove, New Jersey, now fighting out of Philadelphia. Ladies and gentlemen, he weighed in at 210.5 pounds, presenting Amir Hardcore Mansour. Your referee, Gary Rosano.
Out, everybody out, put it out. 1 guy, 2 seconds. Take everything off. Take everything off. Take everything off. Joey, got mouthpiece in. Amir, mouthpiece. Mouthpiece. Gentlemen, I gave you specific detailed instructions in the locker room. I'm only going to tell you 2 things. Protect yourselves at all times, and most importantly, obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves, bang at the bell. Do it up.
Give me something to look for early here.
Dawejko looks very dry. He could get knocked out early. I mean, he just looks like he didn't warm up a lot.
He is dry.
Yeah, he could get caught early. And you know Mansour's going to come out early. Going to come out guns blazing. He's a banger, and he's a southpaw. So those punches are coming from angles you orthodox fighter not used to see coming. I'm just concerned about Mansour. 232 pounds his last fight 6 months ago. He dropped 22 pounds. Extraordinary. From his last fight, lightest weight he's been in 14 years. I'm just wondering, is he in the greatest shape he's ever been in, or is he overtrained? And does he lose some of his power edge because he lost some of that weight? We're gonna find out.
Was testing range and fired off the left. Dawejko.
Yeah, they're playing chess right now, but in a minute it's going to become checkers. And then I think it's going to be hand grenades. Won't take long. Didn't take long at all. Starting to get there. And Mansour's going to look to nail Dawejko coming in with that right hook. Again, the punch for a southpaw that the orthodox fighter not used to seeing come from that angle. Both guys look like guys that just walk in. I mean, that's what they look like, but they're a little bit more than that, especially Mansour. Mansour lays traps once in a while. He thinks in there. Sometimes he'll step back and look to nail you coming in. In other words, he'll counterpunch. A little bit more dimension to Mansour than meets the eye. I think he's pretty good. Right now, Mansour looking for the right key to get in that door.
There's a right hand on the inside from Dawejko.
They've caught Mansour pulling out. Dawejko's showing what I talked about too. Not just a walk-in clumsy guy. Looking to make sure he's in the right position, not out of position. And he's looking to land the counter too. You wouldn't expect that with two heavyweights that have been doing all the talking they've been doing. You'd expect more reckless aggression, I guess.
Instead, you have a managed first round.
Very well put.
A controlled first round.
Well, we've got some tweets here from the readers, or the fans rather, and Dwight Muhammad Kawi is mentioned, the old Camden Buzzsaw. He's a fantastic fighter. He was the light heavyweight champion, and later he became a cruiserweight champion. And his fight with Evander Holyfield was probably the greatest cruiserweight fight of all time.
Round number 2 here of our heavyweight main event. And nothing cautious or managed about the start of this as Mansour came straight at Dawejko.
No, they're at the checker stage of the fight now. And then it's going to escalate, I believe, to the barn-burning stage. Or the Pier 6 brawl stage. But again, I give both guys credit. They're containing themselves. Looking to be smart about it. Looking not to give the other guy something free.
Left hand to the body from Mansour. Dawejko returns fire against the southpaw.
During these moments when nobody is grabbing around with any power punches, any definitive way, the jab, very important to carry those rounds. Very important to keep you from falling behind. And right now, the man doing a better job with that is Mansour. You know, while nothing's going on, he's jabbing and possibly controlling the rounds.
There's a cut now around the right eye of Mansour.
And now, Dawejko being smart, he figures because Mansour's cut, he's going to get desperate. Maybe he'll come in reckless. So Dawejko's looking to lay back a little bit and pick him off coming in, figuring that Mansour might do some of his work for him. In other words, walk into a shot. pretty smart thinking by Dawejko right now, and that's what he's trying to do. Dawejko thinks he's got a wounded bull in front of him, and the bull's going to walk right into one of those spears. Blood flowing into the eye, the right eye of Mansour. Definitely obscuring his vision. Definitely a headbutt. Just take a look right there. Mansour forward with his head, leaning. His head's ahead of his punches. That's not good. And you see Dawejko come in with his head as he throws the left hook. His head goes forward. Dawejko gets the better of it. Mansour is cut. Most important guy in the corner right now is a guy called Danny Perez in the corner of Mansour because he's the cut man. Danny Davis, I should say. Hopefully I said Danny Davis.
So a clash of heads. And a cut on the right brow of Amir Mansour.
They may not have shown a lot of respect in the press conference and the weigh-in, Joe, but they're showing plenty of it to each other right now. Nobody getting reckless.
And in behind the jab, that left hand.
I got a funny feeling that Mansour placing left hands to the body, trying to get Dawejko's attention there. He's going to go upstairs, and he just went upstairs.
Southpaw hook there from Mansour.
I think Mansour's going downstairs to the basement, putting a little water in that basement with the left hand, and then he's going to go upstairs.
Tried to meet him with that right hook again.
And that's why Dawejko's not just walking in. He knows that right hook, the counter right hook, is there. And he knows the way you get hit with that is walking in. Walking in reckless. The way Pacquiao used to knock you out with that right hook when you walked in reckless. Again, now a lot of these rounds, not a lot to separate guys in. So I said it 2 rounds ago. The man using the jab will steal rounds. Right now, Mansour, he's being smart about it. Nothing happening, but he's jabbing. We used to have a saying in the gym with Customato and me. Say, when in doubt, nothing happened, jab.
When in doubt, jab out. Last half minute here of round number 3. Crowd reacting to every little thing that happens between
little trickery by Dawejko. He's southpaw now.
Southpaw versus southpaw. And he sends out that right jab. Flicking it off the hip now. Dawejko.
Yeah, the southpaw.
And there's a clash now, and there's blood above the left eye of Joey Dawejko. So each man has been cut, and here comes Mansour.
The southpaw position worked for Dawejko, except for the cut.
And this happened in the 3rd, returning the favor.
Yeah, Mansour with that shaved head like a cannonball. Coming forward with it, coming up with it. And that time, Dawejko gets the worst of it. It's one thing when you hit the top of the head, you're okay. That's hard. But when you hit the face area, oh, you get cut. Dawejko cut now. Now the most important person in the corner of Dawejko, Lenny DeJesus, longtime trainer and cut man from the Bronx, has to do his thing, his magic. Stop that blood.
And off balance was Mansour that time with the left hand.
Southpaw stance has been working, but Dawejko, He's making Mansour look in the mirror a little bit. Mansour's not liking what's coming back at him.
Mansour trying to chase him down, missed with that left hand. Dawejko tries to push him back, off balance that time. Went to the body with a right hand. Now they're throwing on the inside before they tie up.
Blood bothering Dawejko now going into his eye. Both guys bleeding. I saw Dawejko blink a little bit, get distracted by it. More blood in the eye of Mansour from my viewpoint, but Mansour dealing with it really well. Not acting as though he's not even cut, the way you want to fight attack. After doing 9 years in prison, he understands how to block things out, how to push things that are difficult away, how to deal with them. He's dealing with that blood really well.
Blood-stained heavyweights going at it here in round 4.
By now Dawejko at all, I would say he's not using his jab enough. Again, some of these rounds, not a lot to separate the guys. So the guy using the jab, he's putting his best foot forward to those judges to say, give it to me, give it to me.
As Mansour wipes his brow.
Look at the way Mansour, I mean, with all that blood, again, Joe, he's acting as though he's dry, as though there's nothing there. Again, the way you want to pro-attack.
Acting like a fighter.
A fighter.
Good stuff between these two. Dawejko and Mansour, both facing adversity early on here in Philly. Let's listen in.
Hey, you got to stay relaxed. Nice deep breath. Nice deep breath. Nice deep breath. Give me a deep breath. Give me this. Give me the bucket. Give me the bucket. Joe, give me a deep breath, Joey.
That's adrenaline chloride, by the way, being put in to the cut of Dawejko, and now
on the other side, Danny Davis.
Same thing being used here. Adrenaline and then some Vaseline.
Here's that moment from the last round.
From the southpaw position, he switched and caught Mansour, not expecting that punch because earlier he was in the orthodox position. Good left hand, counter over that slow right hand. Almost touched the floor.
By the way,
not touch the floor.
And give credit to Mansour, his balance to put both hands down as if to steady himself and not touch the canvas.
Well, his determination to catch himself and say, no, 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 I'm not going any further. Impressed with that. His balance, his determination to not go forward any further where it would have been a 10-8 round.
Joe and Teddy ringside here in Philly. Entertaining heavyweight main event. Round number 5. Dawejko switching now, opened up orthodox, now back to southpaw here in the first 40 seconds.
Talked about the last 2 rounds. What a good job of concentration Mansour has displayed, not being distracted by the flow of blood. Dawejko has done an equally good job of acting like a pro, acting like a fighter. If you didn't see the blood on both fighters, and you went just by their expressions, their actions, you'd never know they were cut.
As it should be.
Agreed. It is fighting, overcoming, dealing with things, finding a way, being uncomfortable.
And because of that definition, a definition that fans have known for over a century, and one of the things they love and respect so much about this sport, thus the disgust from Mayweather-Pacquiao post-press conference forward. Teddy's card at the conclusion of 4 was 39-37 for Dawejko.
A big shot from the southpaw position the last round gave the round to Dawejko for me. And again, it caught Mansour by surprise. Shows you that he's more than just a guy that's a little heavy around the belt line, tough guy with a beard, guy that you think's just going to walk forward, but a little more than that. He thought about turning southpaw, and it worked for him. Caught Mansour by surprise.
Fans at home are favoring Mansour. It's been a good fight so far.
Mansour's legs are a little quicker, a little better, giving him the ability to use them this round, be a little bit more dimensional this round, and go in and out a little bit.
Right lead from Dawejko. We got heavyweights. We have punches being thrown. We have both fighters bloodied. And it's Friday night fights in a warehouse under I-95 in South Philly. Boy, does that sound good. Joe and Teddy with you here as we continue on with our heavyweight main event. That is Amir Mansour. Good-looking action fighter, power-punching heavyweight against a determined Joey Dawejko, the Philly best fighter who has 14 wins, 24-year-old.
Talk about early how Mansour incredibly came in here 22 pounds less than his last fight. Either in great shape or he's lost some of it in the gym, one or the other. I don't know yet, but I haven't seen the power I've seen in the past, so I'm wondering if he left some in the gym, or if Dawejko just deserves credit for boxing the way he's boxing and not allowing a free roll in where Mansour can show that aggression. Talked about the weight of Mansour. Let me tell you something about Dawejko, how serious he was in his preparation for this fight. 4 pounds less than his last fight, and the lightest weight he's been in 3 years and 4 months. Both guys ready. There's the quicker feet, getting Mansour in there. He's boxing
switching.
More. There's
Towards
the
the end of the
southpaw
third
now.
round.
Dawejko southpaw again. That's when he did his big scoring 2 rounds ago.
It happened in round number 4.
I wonder, I'm going to guess no. I wonder if Mansour did any sparring with southpaw to be used to seeing that if it happened in the fight. I'm going to say he didn't. And that's why, again, Dawejko is surprising him with his looks and has been able to score and be effective with it. He's back now, Dawejko. Very subtly, he switched back. Very sneakily, he switched back to orthodox. That's how you set up shots. The guy in front of you, 1 minute he thinks you're in one position, the next minute you're in the other. He didn't notice it, and the punch is coming from an angle he's not ready for. That's what Dawejko's trying to do.
Time he was looking for Dawejko or Mansour coming in, but unable to connect.
The reason why Mansour and his people demanded that Dawejko trim that beard. Well, first of all, it can be a padding, where maybe you can take a punch better, a little cushion.
Yep.
The other is, if you get cut, guess what? Mansour's cut. If you get cut, the guy could get inside with the beard, and he can grind you a little bit.
Yeah, being abrasive, be like sandpaper on the inside against you.
So right now, I'm sure Mansour's people glad that they made Dawejko trim that beard. I don't see the power I usually see from Mansour.
Amir Mansour with that right eye, trying to do the best possible job with it. And cut opened up with a clash of heads from that man, Joey Dawejko, who suffered a cut over his eye in the next round, the third round.
Joe, I said it at the top. I grabbed something. It was there in my mind as a trainer to grab. I said, you know, I'm not so sure this is a good thing. You know, to the layman, they look at Mansour 210. Wow.
Yeah, tight cut.
Wow.
Shredded.
22 pounds less than his last fight. My goodness, he's a monster. I think he left some of the monster in the gym.
He weighed 229 3 fights ago, 222, and then 232 when he had that spectacular knockout of Fred Passy. Cautious start here to round 7. Now they come in and engage.
No, Mansour comes in and engage.
Yep.
Dawejko decides to stay out and counterpunch. That's his mindset. That's what he's doing right now. He's saying to me, he's saying to the audience, he's saying to Mansour, you want to come? I have something for you. I'm going to make you give me something. Give me an opportunity to catch you coming.
Dawejko now working with Buddy McGirt. And he ties up on the inside this time.
Normally, I think I would see Mansour, strong guy, punch on the inside. Again, I'm wondering if that strength has gone south with that 22 pounds he lost. Both cuts have been controlled fairly well, although the one with Mansour of his right eye, that is leaking again. On Mansour, I think I'd use those quick feet to catch Dawejko when he goes back. Step with him. He tried, but Dawejko moved his head.
He's able to get out of the way. Mansour was looking for that right hook.
Again.
Now southpaw versus southpaw again here as Dawejko continues to switch stances.
I said it at the top, Joe. You know, I'm not saying this is Ali Frazier. I'm not saying those kind of skills, but both guys, different than they present themselves. Not just walking guys. Not when they need to be more than walking guys. And they're showing tonight, they both think they need to be more than walking guys. So they're both showing some of that science a little bit. Ability to box, ability to counter a little bit, to think a little bit.
ESPN Friday Night Fights is presented by Corona Extra, who invites you to find your beach. And in part by Pizza Hut. Experience the flavor of now by ordering at pizzahut.com. And by AutoZone. It's called The Zone, and we'll help you get there. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Joe and Teddy in Philly. Many thought we wouldn't see the 8th round tonight. But Dawejko has shown some good boxing skill, setting some traps, looking to counter. Mansour has been dealing with the cut.
Now, who gets served in these back alley late rounds? Dawejko or Mansour? I'll say one thing. Dawejko is 17 years younger. Not 7 years, 17 years younger. Does that youth serve him now down the stretch like a whip for a jockey in the Kentucky Derby?
Teddy gives Mansour the last 3 rounds 67-66. Facebook has it 6 rounds to 1 for Mansour. Of course, you can vote at fnfvote.com or Friday Night Fights Facebook page. Left hand did not land flush from Mansour there. Got the reaction of the crowd.
And again, Dawejko deciding to go southpaw. Show that mirror image to Mansour. Wonder what they're using on those cuts in the corner of Dawejko, but whatever it is, hopefully it's not crazy glue, but it's done a heck of a job.
And he's got a veteran guy there, Lenny De Jesus.
I mean, it's behaving like crazy glue, and it has stopped that cut. On the other side, Mansour's is still leaking, still bleeding. So there's the counter that Dawejko's looking for. Mansour's carrying the rounds with a little bit more action with those legs, with the jab. Dawejko's looking for the big counter shot, looking to catch Mansour coming in. A little reckless. If he doesn't catch him, he's going to lose these rounds. That's the problem playing this kind of game.
6 minutes to go in our heavyweight fight. Entertaining fight, but perhaps not the fight we expected. Dawejko has put forth a strategy that has matched Mansour. Last 2 rounds to decide it. Philly's Joey Dawejko. New Jersey's Amir Mansour has been so exciting in recent bouts, but things negated a bit here.
You saw there, Dawejko stayed those extra 5, 6, 7 seconds on the stool. Mansour was up early. Either that means Mansour's feeling better shape, or Mansour wants Dawejko to think that he's better by standing. Get into his mind a little bit. Tell him, hey, you got to sit. I'm 17 years older. I'm ready to go. Play with his mind. Get the edge. That's all you need in a close fight, that edge. Everybody's looking for that edge. Mansour pushing the action more the last couple rounds than a 24-year-old. Mansour 41, but a young 41. 9 years in prison. Did not dissipate himself, did not diminish himself physically where you might have out in the streets.
He said, my greatest motivation was to not let prison define who I was.
Give him credit for that. He didn't let the time serve him. He did something with the time. Trained every day. had a vision every day. And when I get out, I'm going to do something. Do something right. Do something strong. Try to do something big. Exactly what's in front of him now. I think Daweijko's blown a lot of rounds the last few rounds, Joe.
You just heard his corner yelling, you have to go forward.
Blown a lot of rounds. And allow Mansour to get that engine going a little more. More importantly, the confidence going a little more. And allowing the hands to go a little more. And that usually equates into the judges marking a 10 on the side of Mansour and a 9 on the side of Daweijko.
One to go.
You get 2 rounds away. You get 2 rounds away for nothing.
Hey, Joey, listen. Joey. Joey, we need this round, Joey. Okay, we don't need a knockout.
Hey.
We don't need a knockout. You know what we need? We need points. Give me a mouthpiece. Hey, Joey.
This here, corner. TV, look, this your fight. This your fight. It's the last round. If you
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a heavyweight bouts in Philadelphia boxing. In the last recent years, the 10th and final round. Make some noise.
Fighter McGirt told Joey Dawejko, we need this. As he readies himself
What he also
for the
told
10th
him,
and final round.
I listened also, what he also told him was, we don't need a knockout, we need points. I don't know that I agree with him. I might have told him we need a knockout because what we need is urgency.
I agree.
And the best way to get urgency, tell your guy you need a knockout.
Shoot a little further than we need this round.
Exactly, Joe. And right now, Daweijko's not acting like a guy
Circling
that
on the
needs what he
outside.
needs. Mansour trying to throw a little sweat and water in the eyes of Daweijko. Smart move.
His brother Walter Daweijko is yelling, come forward, Joey, come forward.
I really think that Mansour uses anything he can. A minute ago, he's got a lot of sweat on those gloves, a lot of water on the gloves. He didn't try to land the jab. He just kind of swatted out the sweat and the water towards the eyes of Daweijko, hoping maybe that blinds him a little. You know, gets a reaction from him, and then he can walk in.
Hopping a step of Mansour.
Mansour was doing that a minute ago. He was flicking out that jab, knowing it wasn't going to land like he's doing now.
Yep.
Just trying to flick a little water in the eyes of Daweijko and then explode forward, maybe with his vision blurred. Mansour quicker. Again, quicker legs, a little more versatile, more dimensional. He's feeling the confidence now. The confidence that Daweijko has allowed him to feel by not doing anything the last 3 rounds.
Came in with a left uppercut that time. Goes with another left uppercut and catches him with a right hand as well. 45 seconds remain as Mansour steps up the offensive attack a bit. Now they tie up on the inside.
Daweijko created this problem for himself. Not punching the last 3 rounds. Not only is he allowing Mansour to come in now, he's allowed Mansour to get that confidence at a boiling point. Daweijko blew this fight. Give credit to Mansour. He overcame a cut. So did Dawejko. But Mansour just did more.
Second half of the fight, no doubt about it. Backward steps and circling from Dawejko as his corner was imploring him. And Amir Mansour raises his hand as this Philly crowd heard a lot from these two in the build-up to this fight, and we will hear from the judges when we return to Friday Night Fights.